JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, man charged following gun seizure in Trenchtown. One man has been charged following the seizure of a gun and several rounds of ammunition on 9th Street in Trenchtown on Monday, December 27. Charged with illegal possession of firearm and illegal possession of ammunition is 24-year-old Raymond Sylvester, otherwise called Prince. Reports from the Denham Town Police are that about 5:45 p.m., a team was on patrol in the area when they observed Sylvester with a handgun. On their approach, he threw the firearm onto a nearby premises before attempting to flee the area. It was accosted, the premises was searched, and one Taurus 9mm pistol and 8 9mm cartridges were recovered. Investigations are ongoing. Sections of central Kingston tense after Christmas and Boxing Day murders. Tension is now heavy in the section of central Kingston, popularly referred to as Spoilers, following the murder of two men on Christmas Day and Boxing Day. 25-year-old Orrin Blackwood, a customer service representative who lived at Beeston Street, was the victim of the Christmas Day murder. According to a police report, Blackwood was shot in the community by an unknown assailant about 3:05 p.m. Cops said he was standing on the road when he was pounced upon by a gunman who shot him in the upper body. The shooter escaped on foot, and Blackwood later died at hospital while undergoing treatment. Residents claimed that shortly after that shooting, a Toyota Probox motor vehicle, allegedly occupied by men with rifles, began to circle the community. Residents who requested not to be named claimed that Blackwood had been marked for death in the community for some time now, for reasons unknown, and was lying low to protect his life. However, he later resurfaced and met his demise. On Boxing Day, the body of 19-year-old Ricardo Morgan, a laborer of Beeston Street, was discovered at his home by residents about noon. Morgan was found lying face down in a pool of blood with a gunshot wound to the head. He was transported to a hospital where he was pronounced dead. According to residents, Morgan was murdered because he expressed anger over Blackwood's killing. You cannot be making those outbursts and expect that all is going to be well. You never know who is listening. Based on how these guys think, they're going to try and kill you, one resident said. Others expressed concerns that more killings could spill over in 2022. People's National Party Council for the Almontown Division, Charmaine Daniels, said that she's tired of the nonsensical killings in central Kingston. She encouraged the residents to utilize the services of Crime Stop to solve the senseless murders. Persons are in fear, wondering who is next and what the hell is happening to the community. Some are migrating. It's painful, depressing, and unbearable. It just seems like demons let loose, and there is no love anymore. Let us all pray together to get rid of this menace that is destroying our community, Daniel said. The only thing I know is to pray, and that is what I've been encouraging the constituents to do, while the police step up their visibility in this space. I say faith over fear. Enough is enough. Utilize Crime Stop. We can't roll over and play dead, and we surely can't allow crime and violence to wipe out our community, Councillor Daniels added. 27-year-old taxi operator killed in 4-vehicle crash in Manchester. A 27-year-old taxi operator died as a result of injuries he sustained in a 4-vehicle crash on the Melrose Bypass in Manchester on Monday. He is Philip Blake of Comfort Hall District, Walderstone in the parish. Police reports are that about 10 p.m., the driver of a Toyota Mark X motor car was traveling downhill towards Porus when he lost control of the vehicle and collided with an Isuzu motor truck, a Toyota Prado, and a Toyota Corolla car which was being driven by Blake. Blake was rushed to hospital where he was pronounced dead. The police said the other people involved in the crash were treated and released from hospital. The police also said the driver of the Toyota Mark X has been warned for prosecution. Police accused of flying after shooting man 3 times in Linstead. A member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force at JCF has been accused of shooting an innocent resident of Linstead in St. Catherine and fabricating a story about him being in a confrontation with law enforcers. The civilian, Philip Hilton, better known as Gold Teeth, a vendor by profession, is battling for his life in hospital. On Christmas Eve, a policeman shot him 3 times in the busy Lindsay town where several people had gathered to observe Grand Market. In a press release on Christmas Day, the JCF said Hilton allegedly attacked another man with a machete and was shot and injured during a confrontation with the police. The JCF added the injured man remains in hospital under police guard. However, Hilton's relatives who visited him in hospital said there is no truth to report that their loved one is under police guard at the medical facility. They also stated that, based on reports they got from eyewitnesses, the police's version of what transpired is wrong. They said Hilton was not the one carrying a machete on the night of the incident, but instead had a piece of board while running away from a machete-wielding man and his cronies. In effect, they are claiming that the police shot the wrong man. Reflecting on what seemingly caused the sordid episode, the family said Hilton completed vending on Christmas Eve and returned home. His brother-in-law's girlfriend reportedly asked him to visit her vending area in Linstead and pick up her tent and a music box. It is said that when Hilton went to the vending location, he did not see the woman who had requested his help. After waiting for some time, Hilton started to remove the items. A male vendor reportedly from Spanish Town was not pleased with the removal of the music box. He rushed upon Hilton with a ratchet knife, Hilton's mother-in-law claimed. She further stated that persons intervened and quelled the situation, but that calm did not last. 3 men, including the one who brandished a ratchet knife and another armed with a machete, reportedly ganged and beat Hilton. 3 of them rushed upon him and beat him. The whole time stomach black and blue. When him get away and I run off with a piece of board, a policeman just bust a shot in the ear. Him put him hands in the ear and the police just start shoot him, the mother-in-law said, based on information she said she received from eyewitnesses. She added that one of the shots hit Hilton in the chest area, one in the belly, and the other in one of his legs. The family is also claiming that when Hilton fell to the ground, he stayed there for some time apparently because he was believed to be dead. The police eventually turned the jeep back and circled the town before them came to Linstead Hospital, the sister of the wounded man said. Hilton was transferred to another medical facility where he underwent surgery. He is unable to talk and eat independently, his grandmother-in-law said. We just hope and pray that him pull through, she added. Morris, brother of the gunshot victim, said it is particularly disturbing that a police officer fired shots in a crowded area and wounded his brother who was running for his life. The guy was running for his life, Morris said emphatically, adding that he is among people who visited his brother in hospital. To say my brother is at the hospital and the police guard is not true. The police said he was armed with a machete. That also is not true. In the meantime, the wounded man's sister Blackwood said that her brother is hardworking and is not a troublemaker. The police might tell a lie, she said. We need to talk to the bigger heads. My brother no live the way there. Him no harass no police. I'm not looking for this with any of my brothers. Them don't live by the gun and them not supposed to get shot by the gun. The relatives added that, based on information they received, the shooting was done by an officer based at Bogwalk Police Station. They said after Hilton was shot, the men who beat him fled the area leaving their goods behind. The matter has been investigated by the Independent Commission of Investigations Indicom, which probes cases of alleged abuse by agents of the state. Motorcyclist dies in St. Anne collision. A motorcyclist died after a traffic collision on a section of the Monique bypass in St. Anne on Sunday. The deceased has been identified as 21-year-old Andrea Edwards of Nugent Street in Yorton, St. Catherine. A female was a pillion rider sustained minor injuries. According to reports, about 10:05 p.m., Edwards was driving a motorcycle with the pillion from Golden Grove towards Yorton when, upon reaching the roadway in Monique, he failed to negotiate a turn and crashed into an embankment. Edwards and the woman were taken to hospital where he succumbed to his injuries while being treated. The woman was treated and released. Approximately 3 persons have died as a result of motor vehicle crashes in St. Anne over the Christmas period. Several others sustained injuries also stemming from the crashes and had to seek treatment. PwC Jamaica delivers 100 care packages to students at St. Michael's Primary School. PwC Jamaica partners, staff and the firm collaborated and contributed $500,000 towards the creation of 100 care packages filled with groceries and treats for students in need at St. Michael's Primary School. The care packages were presented on Friday, December 17 to students ranging from grades 1 to 6. The packages contain starters such as crackers, pasta and rice, legumes, breakfast products such as food drinks, cereal, rolled oats, instant hot chocolate, along with canned meats, vegetable oil, ketchup, local snacks and a treat bag filled with chocolate and candy delights. According to the principal of St. Michael's Primary, Juliet Campbell McPherson, food has been the most urgent necessity for her students. Right through the pandemic, we tried to give them porridge and sandwiches when we could, and on the occasions that we couldn't, it was clearly devastating for the students. And considering that most of their parents are currently unemployed, whatever help or assistance we can get with food is the most important thing, Campbell McPherson said. The principal also noted that the overwhelming response from the school community has shown that the need addressed was indeed a priority. I'm telling you, my phone has been ringing constantly with parents reaching out to say thanks. Some were shocked because they thought the kids were going to get toys. And when they saw that they got grocery items, I'm telling you, people were grateful. My staff and I are extremely grateful. And I'm sure this will allow students would have gone to their bed hungry for a few nights to prevent the hunger pangs from coming on them, Campbell McPherson added. Last December, PwC Jamaica gifted 65 tablets to St. Michael's Primary School, its adopted school, to aid in the transition to online classes. Similarly, it once again forewent the traditional Christmas toy treat and engaged the school regarding their most urgent needs. There is more than one way to spread holiday cheer, stated partner and environment lead at PwC Jamaica, Gail Moore. No one should go hungry, especially children. There are so many children suffering from food insecurity. And when we found out how great the need was at St. Michael's, we had to respond and do something to ensure for at least the holiday season that there wasn't a child going to bed hungry, Moore said. Despite the challenges faced, the students have remained upbeat and thankful, as shared by grade 5 student Dejanay Clark in her vote of thanks on behalf of her fellow schoolmates of St. Michael's Primary. I thank you, PwC Jamaica, for your kind gesture. In the midst of the dark clouds of a pandemic, you have brought sunshine to our lives. Our Christmas will be merrier this year because you favored us with gifts and your presents. Thanks again for giving us God gave to us on that first Christmas day. You are indeed building trust for today and tomorrow. God bless, she said. Jamaica reports 161 new COVID-19 cases, no deaths. Jamaica on Monday reported 161 new cases of COVID-19 and no virus-related deaths. This brings the total number of cases recorded on the island since the start of the pandemic to 92,950. The death toll remains at 2,464. However, one death was reported under investigation. Of the new reported cases, there were 97 females and 63 males with ages ranging from 25 days to 78 years. The sex of one of the new cases was reported under investigation. The cases were recorded in St. James, 73, Kingston and St. Andrew, 36, St. Anne, 17, St. Catherine, 10, Hanover, 9, St. Mary, 6, Westmoreland, 6, Trelawney, 2, Portland, 1, and St. Thomas, 1. The country also recorded 150 new recoveries, bringing the total number of recoveries to 65,332. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.